You're wondering today if you could get to Newfoundland from BC by boat. I'm gonna do a test of the Northwest Passage to see what gives. So this is the ice cover of the Northwest Passage today. If we zoom in here, of course, if you're coming from BC, you're coming from here. Let me throw the wind on here so we can see what the wind looks like right now. Now, of course, this is not an instantaneous journey. So there's the wind window. There's some fairly solid winds here. From the look of it, already at the base of the Aleutians, 15 knots. Oh no, it's 28 knots. From the west, that's going to kick up quite a sea. 2.5-meter wind sea, plus a swell, so 2.8, so 3 meters sea, and that's the significant wave height, which means 1/3 of the waves are higher than that. And then when we look at the forecast for weather, when you're there, so right there is where we are right now. It's going to be 250, which is from the west for a little while. Let's see, what am I set up here? Let's go to 4 days. Oh, yeah, from 4 days. So this is 3 days ahead. I guess we don't have dates on here. It makes it a little harder. Let's span it to 7 days. Definitely right now, there's a spike. There's wind. All right, so definitely not necessarily the best time to be crossing the Gulf of Alaska. And then, of course, you're going to go through the Aleutians, and there's not many places you can go. The first opportunity is right, it's further, sorry. Right here. At False Pass. I feel like at the hydro here. Let's see what that looks like. Light blue is, my color-coded map doesn't show, but here you're looking at 50 meters deep. Oh, that's great. You can pass through this. Then you work your way up into Bering Sea here, and then you work your way up the Bering Strait. Now, of course, you get into the ice. Now, the yellow line shows the southern edge of ice. The light blue shows some ice, 30% concentration. And then the medium blue, so the medium blue shows, oh, there we go. Medium blue here shows, I think it's 60% on here, it says. 40 to 70%, I think. Yeah, 48%. And so forth. But so can you get through? Well, there's two things that I'm noticing. Right now, the ice is moving west-southwest, which means that it's going to narrow the gap. For example, you see here it's gone and closed this gap here. But at the same time, let's see what the wind is going to be doing here. Wind, atmospheric. When we look at the wind forecasts. It continues being from the northwest, so that means it's going to be pushing the ice a little bit towards the north coast of Alaska, I guess. That's not the greatest of news. Let's see if I can show 4 days from now. Oh, not really seeing it. What about 10 days from now? Ah, you see? There is going to be a shift, and the ice is going to push away from the north coast. And if we're looking at 15 days from now, oh, can't do 15 on the ice. I'm not sure how far my ice forecast goes. I didn't check. So if you get up here in about 2 weeks, the expectations is it's going to be mostly clear with ice in the way here. Oops. How do you do this? I always forget. Oh, I know what's wrong. Like this. 15% ice cover here. And here we're looking at 15% ice cover as well. And it'll be drifting towards the west then. And then after that, all things being equal, you can get through. Now, of course, if that changes and the ice starts moving to the south again, and you can look at the wind to give you an idea of what's going to be happening, you might run into trouble. But once you're past that point, let's have a look. So once you get past this point here, which has no name apparently, I'm sure it has a name. And you have the choice, actually. You could go north of Kitlan Neck or south. And all of the Northwest Passage is clear. And then you can get to Greenland. I think this is Greenland if my perception is right. Yes. There's a little bit of lag to repaint the atmospheric data. But how long would it take? It certainly doesn't take 2 weeks. So you would probably want to go from here to here, and then wait for the nice weather, and then work your way to a protected place. Like around here, there are very few protected places in the north. This is one of the challenges for the people who attempt the Northwest Passage. But anyways, the good news is, if you're ready to wait out the ice, it's only touching up the northern Alaskan coast in one area right now. All right. The software that I'm using is Vector Weather by Selkie Technology, and the ice analysis is based on the ice mapping that's done daily by the Copernicus satellite observations program in Europe. The wind comes out of the best wind model available in the region, which here is, I'm going to guess, is the global wind models. HRDPS, which is the Canadian wind model, and the blended GFS ECM WF wind models, which are pretty close. You can see here the forecasts are quite close up until HRDPS runs out. HRDPS is a high frequency wind model that is done every day and or multiple times per day. I can't remember, but not hourly, sub-hourly. And vector weather pulls that data from OpenMeteo's API. All right, thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed the tour of Canada's Arctic and the ice cover.